First of all, good morning, sir.
Mhm.
I'm Anil Kohli. I'm a final year mechanical engineering student currently in Delhi Technological University, Hubli. That's a place in Karnataka. I currently reside in Delhi and I have inclination towards biomaterials and towards simulations. I had actually taken mechanical engineering by choice because since the beginning, I had inclination towards drones and flying objects. Due to the same reason, I have competed in multiple drone competitions and have given like trainings to students as well as faculties across the country on drones. Like I had represented my college in IDRL, that is Indian Race League. Along with that, IIT Kanpur and multiple other places. Drone was actually a passion for me. So in the very first year, that is my first year of engineering, I did an internship with Campbell Systems India, which is a subsidiary of DJI, that's world's leading drone company, where I learned the manufacturing of drone, how we assemble drone and stuff related to that. They were not, I was not put into design or analysis in the first year because I was pretty novice in these things, and a small error could be disastrous for the company. So they did not let me do that. But in the second year, this team again offered me a position to be part of their team for two months. But that year, I did my internship with DRDO, and I was working with a company by the name Mylan Innovation, which whose CEOs are actually from MIT and Columbia University, USA. So they were working with DRDO and making drones for them. And they're the only company in India currently who manufactured carbon fiber based drones. So I was a part of the team which designed the drones, but I manufactured from outside, but I could not manufacture it due to certain restrictions by DRDO that nobody from outside can do it.
So just just let's get to the point here. I understand you what's your interest are, but what you are doing has nothing to do with biomaterials and simulation. So is it like the work you were doing with drones related to VI simulations, or is it VR simulation, or is it like that's where you found your interest?
After coming from Mylan Innovations, I wanted to make a drone of that caliber only. So
Mhm.
that time I just met my professor, Dr. Arun Patil, who's my mentor currently. He told me that why don't you go into biomaterials and find a solution for that. So we did testing of hemp, pineapple leaf, sheep horn, other multiple other materials like lymphatic teeth and other things. So we did research in this field. So we are in a process to publish a paper in the same domain like biomaterials for the drone frames. And I have actually published currently research works. One is use of pineapple leaf as an alternative material, pineapple leaf plus epoxy as alternative material for prosthetic limbs, for which all the testing was done in CMTI lab. That's a national accredited lab, Bangalore.
Mhm.
Second paper was in the which we had used rat teeth. So in India, we have a lot of rats, and they generally cut the metal um, almirahs that we have. So taking inspiration from that, we were like, why don't we use the rat teeth as a material and put it as a cutting tools, and why not we process it, which did wonders, and it could sustain temperature of 550 degrees Celsius, which is a good temperature for manufacturing according to the standard that was provided to us. And
So
third was
let me ask you. I think I got into a point. I really don't want to go much too much detail into what research you have done, but coming back to the point, I understand like what research you have done and your interest. It looks like the I think the good side, what I see it, you have a good exposure and research, but at the same time you are working on these product, right? Making this product, and it looks to me that you have this product development or experience also. You know what I mean? And that probably is of your interest too
that's true, sir.
to make something, right? Okay, so let's get to the point here is, okay, you are, looks like you are at end of your final year of your mechanical engineering at your university. What's from here? Where you are want to go? I want to hear, or what's you have in your mind. And the second thing is like, um, what you would like to do in near future. Like, let's say you try, what's your plan here? That's what I want to hear more.
Okay, so I actually don't want to get into academia. I want to get
Mhm.
into field. So I'm pretty
You want to
right,
you want to get into where?
research and development field, sir, not into
Okay.
academy. I want to
Mhm.
teach. So I'm actually pretty confused right now whether I should go for PhD in the future or whether I should go for Doctor of Engineering.
Okay. So let me
As
ask
in,
you this question. When you say I'm interested in R&D, you are talking about R&D in an industry, I believe, right?
yes, in the industry.
Because you can do R&D in the academics also, but then you have to teach and all that. Probably that doesn't interest you that much.
Yes, sir, I want it in industry.
I mean, and then you're talking about going for higher studies outside Singapore, Germany, Canada, and all that. Um, let me phrase a couple of things here. I think I wrote an article on LinkedIn quite few weeks back about when you can go, when you should go for higher studies, and whether it's worth spending your money, right? So one thing you have to understand is, if you get into MIT or places like that, right? It is worth that you can spend some of your money because of the brand and all that, right? But if the university is not of that good caliber, um, then you want to spend your money, because really then you will struggle looking for something else after that, right? So it depends on the university and ranking, and also how well off you are, because not many people are well off and they can pay from their pocket, and some people are. That's good for them. So if money is not a problem for you, and you can take a loan, good for you, go ahead. There is no question on that. But if the money is a problem for you, and your family and you have to really struggle, and because that's a huge amount, right? Even if you do a master's, then I would definitely pause it and say, I'm not going to pay for my education, so what's the best thing I can do? So that is the decision that you have to make, right?
And
But
so,
definitely, as I said, you essentially, if you go to Singapore, US, or any place, to be honest with you, if you can pay from your pocket, if you get into a good school. So for example, a person like you, if let's say if you get into Carnegie Mellon, which is like the one of the best universities for robotics and all, right? I mean, you will have a bright future, right? There's no doubt from there, and you don't have to do PhD, to be honest. You can do a
okay.
master. The only reason you do a PhD, if you're really interested into research and a part of it. But if a person like you who's more into product development and hands-on, like that kind of a guy and likes it, I would say master is should be enough. Because
And so,
at the end of the day, PhD is like a huge commitment, and it looks like you have a quite good amount of a research exposure, but at the same time, I think your brain is you also have understood, like you don't want to go into core R&D. You want to go at into more of engineering rather than sciences, if I have to say.
that's true, sir.
Yeah.
That's true,
So
sir.
I would say doing a master's from a good school would be good enough, and you will find whatever you want. Considering whether you want, and then don't worry too much about writing papers and all that. That's up to you. That's how the medals that you're gonna carry, but that's fine. But as a master's student, a good GPA, a good recommendations, is fine. And if you get a good GRE or TOEFL score, you probably end up going to a good university. But from US perspective, I can tell you for sure is, if you get into a master's program, um, um, the likelihood of getting a scholarship is very low.
Okay.
At least for first semester or two, unless until you persuade a professor, and then the professor starts paying you. There's some schools
Okay.
who do it, but the good schools definitely they don't do that. Cornell's,
Okay, so got it.
MIT's, Stanford's, yeah, they don't pay scholarships. So that is up to you how you decide.
Got it, sir.
But as far as selecting whether you want to go to Singapore, Germany, or whatever, I think it's all depends on what you want to do after that. Because you have to understand one thing is, whatever place you go, you will end up settling there. It's not going to happen that you do your master's from Singapore and then you decide to come to US. That would not happen. So
Okay,
if
got
you
it.
say, I need to work in US, then you have to do masters in US. If you want to
Oh,
work in Germany, then you have to do masters in Germany. As I said, unless and until you work for an IT company, the core fields, the switch is very difficult from one country to another because of visas and a lot of other things. So,
okay.
so make sure that when you take that decision, always keep in mind that what I'm going to do after that. If you're like, oh, I want to work for Boston Dynamics in Boston, right? Um, then you have to do your master's in US. Then you should not go to Germany. Maybe they have an office in Germany, but again, target the place which is good. So, if you look at robotics, Korea, Japan, Singapore, or these are very good places to go, right? So just keep that in mind. Just don't go because I want to do masters, I got an admission, go. You should take that decision based on where you would like to settle after that. Many students also say, hey, I want to come back to India. Then I would say, Singapore and all these places are good enough if you get in a scholarship, because then you won't have a loan. Then come back and find a job and have fun. So keep that in mind. Just don't go because you get an admission. What you're going to do?
Sorry, sir, to interrupt you. So my actual reason to go to Germany or Singapore actually was because biomaterials is right now best in Netherlands and Germany.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I mean, US is pretty good, and you can't say this good is here and there, because these are the growing fields, and the biotechnology, AI, VR, robotics. These are growing fields, and you can find good universities and places anywhere. But only thing I can tell you that what you're going to do from there, the opportunities will be, the number of opportunities available for you once you graduate would be much higher in US than anywhere in the world. That's for sure.
Okay, got it, sir.
Because what you're going to do in Singapore if you have 2 companies and then thousands of students, right?
Okay.
So you have to understand, it's not about what you're going to do. It's what you're going to do after that, because these are linked.
Fine, sir. Got the point.
Right. So make sure you make that decision carefully, because you can go to Germany, but if there are no jobs or if there are no opportunities, what's the point, right? So make sure you figure that out. You can talk to students, or you can watch some of the videos I have from students who are from Germany and France. There are some videos there. Even US, there are a lot of them. So you can. Other thing I would say, if you decide to go for masters, and you can, I think you can, if you get into ISC or IITs or things like that, that's not bad too, to be honest, because then you can look for higher studies outside within a scholarship too. That's the other way. But again, it depends on if you have money in your pocket. If you have money, I would ask you to go out. If money is not a big deal for you.
So money is like great amount of money, like for 1 year and of that kind is a great amount, but let's say 50, it's not a that big issue. So when I mainly
yeah, but what I'm saying, that is up to you to decide.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, but what I am personally a guy who is very careful when one have to take a loan for studies, because that's a big commitment, especially if you are not getting into like the top schools. Like say if you get into CMU, it may be worth, because I'm pretty sure you will have a good future. But if you get into University of XX, what's the point?
Not it.
That's what I'm saying.
Point, sir.
And anything else, Anil?
Sir, my doubt is actually, should I go for simulation or biomaterials? Because reason for the same is because I have inclination to simulation.
No, but simulation has nothing to do. Simulation is not a field. Biomaterial is a field. So you work for
computational mechanics. Sorry, computational mechanics.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, you're gonna work for a problem. Computational mechanics itself is not it's a field, but I see that as a tool. You know what I mean? What I'm saying, you will work on a problem, whether it's material science, whether it's mechanical, aerospace. So you should say what technology I should work on. This is the skill I have. So technology could be biomaterials or whatever, right? So I think you can work on biomaterials and then use your computational skills to enhance that particular topic.
And so do any work experience count? Like, let's say if I'm applying
for masters, no. For PhD, no.
And so what about if somebody has a chapter, not a research paper, but a chapter also? Will that help in any way in scholarships?
I would say, again, coming back to the point, if you're targeting good schools, Stanford's, MIT's, no.
Okay.
As I say, I think, as I said, there is a video you can watch, but what I'm talking about is you don't screw up your GRE TOEFL. That's like the important thing. Doesn't matter. Your GPA, your all these things, and then this comes as an additional advantage. You know what I mean? Like a icing on a cake. But your cake should
Okay,
be
got
good.
it.
Yeah.
Got it. Because
What
I
I'm
have
saying,
a G-
what I'm saying, you already have 3 research papers. They're more than enough. You should not worry about that. I think you should focus more on the other things.
Fine,
That's
sir.
all I was.
My IS is right now is 8, and I'm writing my GRE next month. That's
Yeah, don't screw it up. So right now, focus on your GRE.
fine,
If
sir.
you have a good GRE score, this icing will help you to probably get into Stanford. Who knows? That's all I'm saying.
Fine, sir. Got a point, sir.
But you have more than enough from the research perspective. You don't do anything you're going to add over there may not help that much. But if you really got your GRE score, that's going to bump up your chances. That's all I was saying.
And sir, even industrial internship will do anyway, sir.
These are one bits pieces here and there, but maybe if you are looking for a job after your master's, then they may help, but not getting into a master's program. Let's say, because there are students who work for Tesla, they have done internship at Tata Motors. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's all what I was saying, but they will help later on quite a lot.
Fine, sir.
If you're
Fine,
gonna
sir.
go in the same field, that definitely finding a job will be much easier for you with this work experience. That's what I meant. But getting
Got
into
it, sir.
master's program, I'm not sure.
Fine, sir. Got a point.
Yeah.
That's a lot, sir.
Yeah. Anything else, Anirudh?
Nothing, sir. That's all the thoughts.
Great. Okay, Anirudh, get in. I hope I answered your question, but I think, as I said, you had a good CV. Everything is going good with you. Just right now, just focus on your GRE. Nothing else. No, don't
Fine,
think
sir.
something else. Don't screw that up. I think if you get into a good GRE school, you probably will end up a good university. But then the decision is yours after that, whether you take a loan or not. Doing a PhD, as I said, may not be a right thing for you. Masters, get into a company who works on product development, like a makeup product or something, would be a good thing for you. I think you have a good hands-on experience. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Yeah. Keep in touch, dude. If you come to US, just shoot me an email.
Sure, sir. I would. I'll come down and meet you personally,
Sure,
sir.
sure.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thanks
Okay.
a lot.
You too. Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye, sir. Take care, sir.